Hey y'all. So I don't know if you heard, but the icon, the legend, the boxing legend, the champ just passed away. RIP to George Foreman. So we're not going to talk about his boxing legacy. Obviously that's a big deal, and for those who watched boxing growing up, they know more about that than I do. But here I am as a millennial, here to talk about something that was an incredible invention that actually worked really, really well, and the food actually tasted pretty good when you made it in the grill. I'm talking about the George Foreman Grill. Okay, the George Foreman Grill actually was an incredible invention that George was really smart to make. He started making them in the late 90s, or the mid 90s, late 90s, and it went all the way until like the late 2000s. But baby, he had an invention on his hands, okay? For those who were not old enough to ever experience a George Foreman Grill, we had one in my house growing up. And basically, I will show you some commercials from that time of how it's used. But basically, all you really did was you put some meat or some veggies or whatever, fish, whatever, into the George Foreman Grill. And then underneath the George Foreman Grill, it would have like a little, I can't really think of what to call it, but like a little tray that you would press down the George Foreman Grill, right? You would press down the thing. And then all the little like fat juices would come out into the little tray, and then you would discard it. And then your food was supposed to be a lot healthier because it took away all the fat from your meats or whatever it was. And I really thought that was an incredibly inventive thing. George Foreman was out here trying to make us healthier. Shout out to you, George. And it was actually a really big seller. And a lot of people my age and those in college, like, we had them. Like, either we had them in our family, had them, like our parents bought a George Foreman Grill, and so we used one growing up, or you were in college at the time, so you just had one in your dorm room or something, because it was like so simple to make food. Like, it was probably one of the best inventions to really come out in the late 90s and early 2000s. Like, George, you had a really, really big invention on your hand, right? And it worked really well. So here's some commercials from that time of Mr. George Foreman and his grill. RIP to the champ. And thank you for making the George Foreman Grill and having it be a bestseller and helping to make the world a healthier place. RIP King.
Hi, I'm George Foreman, and this is my lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine. It grills delicious food in a healthy way, fast.
The George Foreman Grill cooks from both sides at once, cutting most cooking times in half. It's also healthier cooking because the slanted grill channels fat and grease away from food. Seared outside, moist inside. It's perfect for cooking steak, fish, burgers, and vegetables.
The great features of my grill will make meal times faster and easier in your home.
I grill
with
George.
I grill with George. George.
Yo cocino con George.
I grill with George too.
America's favorite grill is America's favorite gift. Get a George Foreman lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine for someone you love.
Hey, that's my line.
Knock off the fat. George Foreman. All of the colors. Burger, chicken, hot dog. Well, things are looking more beautiful.